Good morning to all my YouTubers. I just wanted to take a moment to come to you and talk to you from MILAS Moments. I wanted to talk to you about change and when you are trying to change as a person. And I just want to use an example. Have you ever just something as simple as maybe you wanted to change and you seemed to be more introvert, or you were in a position where you weren't speaking to people, or you were the person who used to borrow money and people won't loan you money anymore because they don't trust you, or maybe you even had a drug issue or a chemical substance abuse problem. Now you're a new person and you're ready to change, and you wonder why maybe people don't trust you as much or they're not as forgiving. It's because in the beginning you established a history, and in this world, in America, we go by history. A history of your word, a history of your actions, a history of your behavior, a history of just observing people's actions. So I want to encourage you, when you're trying to change your ways and you're not necessarily that person anymore, but you're now a good person. You're now a person that is just loving now. You're a person who is giving. You're a person who's not trying to be the one that takes away from someone. But now no one wants to believe you or invest in you or support you. Well, don't be discouraged. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being the person who you are. Keep telling yourself who you are and whose you are. And keep telling yourself, like, I'm going to be a better person. And they will see that I'm a better person later. So oftentimes just take a moment, step back. Don't get mad at the people that don't readily want to support you or be on board with your new concept, your new actions, your new behavior. Because yes, they're going to see the old person for a while, but after a while, they will know, okay, I see that this person is trying, that you're trying to change. And they'll be more like, you know what? I saw a small action that I did this, and, Susie, Bill, Joe actually followed through. They actually kept their promise. They actually have changed their behavior. So start small. Start with a small thing that you request or require or want from someone. And then keep your word. Follow up. Keep your, do what you say you're going to do. I even saw an example the other day of someone who spoke to someone, and then when they responded back, the person that responded, they were kind of like dry to the person, and the person gave a warm welcome. Well, that was probably because there's been a history of the person not being so friendly, so open, so kind, so welcoming. Now they've changed, and now it's going to take a moment for the person to catch up with them to know, oh, they have a new disposition about themselves. I'm going to use an example in church. A lot of times, if you're a church person, you go to church and you see people, and you might be that person that smiles and you're welcoming and you're always like, good morning, hello, or we say praise the Lord in our circle. And you may not understand, like, why is the other person kind of like hesitant to speak or be so, responsive? Well, maybe it's because, like, you may be that person, but maybe that person's having a bad day, or they're going through something, or they're not as, in a good mood. They had a rough morning that day. So just take those things into consideration. Sometimes it's not you. However, if you know you've been the person who were dry, you were kind of dry, you were kind of rude, you were kind of, some days you smile, some days you don't smile, some days you're friendly, some days you're not, some days you're up, some days you're down. And you wonder, like, why? I'm trying to speak, I'm trying to change, I want to be polite and friendly now, and now people are kind of like shunning you. Well, don't take it personal. Stay and keep the position or disposition, your new disposition, and understand that, maybe your aura or your ways that you projected weren't exactly welcoming. And so continue to be who you are. And you may even have to have a conversation with that person and tell them, you know what, I apologize. I'm no longer, that person I used to be, I'm now in a good place. So try these tips, Mila's Moments, and I wish you well in your life, living in success and health and happiness. Thank you.